Hi guys, it's VI Life with Kelly. It's Thursday night. You guys possibly are watching this Friday morning. If you are, happy Friday. We're down to like the last 5 days or so of summer and Virgo season. Yes, guys. Make it last forever, guys. What you gonna do this weekend? I don't know. My puppy, it's me and Lola tonight. Y'all see Lola? Mommy baby. There she is. Do you guys see her? Let me see. Let me see. Oh, she licked the screen for y'all. She's shaking though because it's chilly. Her and Charles, I'm interrupting their sleepy time. The reason why I'm sitting here in my office chair is because I've been in front of the computer having the time of my life. But we did have some success today. So if you're interested in finding out the following steps or the remaining steps to completing your law school application, then keep watching. Okay guys, so let's get into it. So in the last few videos, and I apologize in advance, we need to get that battery changed. I've been waiting forever. Well, we had another mini flood in the house. Let's just pray. Okay, it's taken care of. So guys, if you've been watching, I've been uploading and updating you guys step for step on the process to apply for law school. I in particular talked to you guys about applying to South Texas College of Law because they have fall and spring full-time start dates. They're also a school that accepts GRE scores, and they're also a school that has a fee waiver in conjunction with the LSAC fee waiver. So, and they also offer their own fee waiver if you submitted a completed application by September 23rd, which is next Friday, and officially Libra season. Okay, guys. So that is a really good example of inclusion and breaking barriers, financial barriers, standardized test barriers. I really love them for that. I do want to tell you guys, if you're in the state of Texas, University of Texas at Austin, UT, go Longhorns. They are another school there that accepts your GRE scores, as well as the University of Houston Law Center takes your GRE scores. There are quite a few schools in Texas, and we're talking about big name schools here, tier 1 schools that are accepting your GRE scores. Unfortunately, they only have one start date, and that's in August. So you may want to go ahead on and start that process, take the LSAT a couple times or not. Or just do like I've been doing, watching other YouTubers and their journey at the beginning, at the middle, at the end. Attend some of these professors' lectures, start getting yourself in the mode of attending classes, of paying attention, of writing hand notes, of typing notes, of recording notes, of gathering your supplies, things you need, just giving yourself ample time to get familiar, comfortable, and to be successful, right? Okay, guys, so the last thing we stopped off at was about the transcripts. So I hope everybody got that in order. I do want to tell you, if you apply to a school that accepts your GRE scores, once you log into your LSAC account and you click on applying to schools, and you click on the school that you're interested in applying to. Once you complete step 1, which is all the questions and uploading all the documents that school requires. For example, South Texas College of Law requires 2 letters of recommendation. There's a maximum of 3 letters of recommendation that can be uploaded to your account across the board. You can describe them, meaning it can say for all law schools, it could say for a particular law school. You can give it a title so that you can manage them accordingly. I would say make everything general, especially if you do not have a for sure specialization or focus of law or even know really and truly what you're going to do with this degree, then I would ask my recommenders to write you a to whom it may concern letter that can work for every single school, because what you thought at the beginning may not be where you end. You know what I'm saying? So why work harder when we can work smarter? Okay, so being that I have applied to schools that accept the GRE as well as that want or require the LSAC, once you go into your application, it's going to show you what you've completed, what you have not completed. It's also going to show you what percentage. So when I initially started my application, and I apologize again because I cannot show you guys, because then I will be showing a lot of my personal information. There's no way to get around it for me. So I can't show you on the computer. But prayerfully by next semester or at some point, I will be able to make some friends in the CIS or MIS, or even like radio telecommunications editing, and they can help me film and blank out stuff so that we can have like a more interactive video for the future. So love me, be patient with me. Okay guys, so it will show you the percentage that you're finished. So like for me, when I first started my application, I didn't have a resume, updated resume on hand. I did not have my personal statement on hand. There's an area for an addendum, which means you could add additional information if you feel like your resume or your application needs further explanation. They also have a fit and character. They have 3 forms for that. So that's if you have a situation where you feel like it's going to affect your performance in law school, or if you needed to explain in the past, maybe you didn't have the best of grades a semester, whatever happened, and so you want to go into depth and explain like what was going on. Then you have 3 opportunities to explain yourself. You could also use your addendum to explain like if you had any prior misdemeanors, felonies, if you have a situation where you had a suspended license for some reason, a DUI, like any of those types of things. Those are the places where you would explain that. And so, hope for the best, right? So guys, once you see where you're at, okay, as soon as I answered all the questions, when I got to the point, it said, would you like to apply with your GRE scores, with your LSAT scores, or with both? When I clicked GRE only, it immediately transferred me to ETS website, ets.org, and it had me to sign into my account where I could request my GRE scores to be sent to that school using their code 2749. It was already there. And if you remember in a previous video that I did with you guys, I was telling you guys the code and I told you how I did it by phone. So I applied with ETS directly by phone. So when I got to that portion of the application, I was like, oh my God, is it about to make me pay again? Guys, no, guess what? As soon as I logged in, it marked my GRE as completed, and it already notified that I had done that step already. So I had called and asked, was it going to do that? But I was like mentally prepared. If I had to pay 27 bucks again, I was just going to get it done, because I did not want to pay additional fee waivers, and I don't want any I didn't want to pay any additional fees, and I didn't want any delays in processing, because a lot of these things that we're adding to our file, it says like give them up to 2 weeks for processing. And if people are turning in like paper, if they're printing the documents for your letter of recommendation and mailing it in rather than accessing the link on there to turn it back, that's where they come up with that whole give them 2 weeks for the processing. And I will tell you guys, you really do need a desktop to get this done. You really will experience delays if you're using your phone. You can only get so far with this. If you're using an iPad Pro, you can only get so far with this. And I will tell you, it was recommended by ETS when I was doing my GRE login, that we need to use Google Chrome as our internet browser. Guys, as soon as I downloaded that on my iPad Pro, and I had so much better of an experience. And mind you, today is like day 4 of me repeatedly going back and forth to the library and getting assistance from friends and family. And so I've been working on this about 6 to 8 hours every single day, 4 days in a row. So definitely use Google Chrome as your internet browser. Don't use Safari unless you just have to. I'm just praying for you. And I will say, if you use a MacBook, not an iPad Pro, but an actual MacBook or a laptop, or a desktop, then you're gonna do good. But the MacBook, we did have a lot better success on an actual MacBook. So I would say if you have a MacBook and you download Google Chrome on there, you're gonna do pretty good with everything. Okay, so after I got the GRE portion completed, it said like I was 74% done. Then after I uploaded my resume, it said I was 94% done, completed. No, after I connected. So once I finished, and before I had the GRE portion, once I finished all the questions, then it said I was 74%. When I uploaded the GRE scores, then it said I was 80%. I did the resume and it said I was 94%. And then when I uploaded the personal statement, it said 100% completed. Those other two, for the addendums and the 3 fit and character form explanations, those were optional. So that was not a necessary component. And then you go to checkout. So after you finish and it says 100% complete, you go to review. So step 2 is review your application. You literally can see every last thing. You can see your documents. And then you go to checkout. It shows you every last itemized fee, and there are lots of them. There's $45 fees, there's $15 fees, there's all these different fees. But of course, I completed this application before the deadline, so it had waived next to every single thing, and then it applied the LSAC waiver for anything else. So it zeroed out, and then voila. I checked out. It showed that everything was submitted and completed. So then what I did, because it did acknowledge that my CAS report was not done, that my LSAT scores were not available or uploaded, and it also told me that my law report was incomplete and my transcript status was incomplete, and these were necessary components to submitting a completed application to the school I selected. So when I call LSAC candidate assistance, I asked them, I've turned in every single thing that I'm to turn in. I said, will the school automatically get notified of my application, and will it alert them, to that I'm doing the GRE, or how's that work? And she said, well, I would contact them if I were you to let them know, because they will have to deselect the LSAT requirement in order for you to submit a completed application. I was like, okay, cool. So I called them, and the lady who answered told me, oh, don't worry, we haven't started reviewing the applications yet, because their actual official deadline for spring is October 1st. It's the priority deadline that's on September 23rd. And if you want to have those fees waived, then you need everything in by September 23rd. So she said, don't worry, we haven't even started looking at applications for spring. And she also said that because I selected GRE only, that it will pop up for them immediately, and then they will deselect the LSAT requirement, and it will mark it as completed. Then the lady at LSAC candidate assistant did explain to me I will get an alert when my CAS report is complete. As far as it'll alert me like an email, like it's been doing, when my transcript status is complete, they finish processing it and everything. And then once my CAS report is complete and my law report has been sent to the schools. I will tell you guys another part to this process. Your letters of recommendation are not automatically uploaded or sent to the schools. Once you get the alert that your letters of recommendation have been received and complete, that's when you're going to go in and assign them to this prospective schools. So for me, I have a list of 6 schools because you guys know why. The LSAC fee waiver pays for 6 schools for application to 6 schools. So I have a list of 6 schools. I have my top 2 preferences at the top, right? I have number 1. They're definitely in order of, most favorable to least favorable, right? So I have that going on. So once I get that notification, then you do have to log back into your account. You're going to go to manage. So you'll click on credential and CAS. That's the first thing you'll do. So you'll go to lsac.org. Let me just walk you guys through this really quickly in case you haven't watched the rest of my videos, but definitely watch them. So you're going to go to lsac.org. That's LSAC, Law School Admissions Council.org. And then you're going to click on sign in. And then from there, it's going to say JD account. You're going to click that. Then you're going to put your username and your password in there. And so I'm talking to those of you all who have created an account. If you haven't created an account, you need to create one. And that will generate your account number, which you need for the rest of your life. And so then what you're going to do, you're going to, once you've logged in, you're going to go to credentials and CAS. You're going to click there, and then you're going to go to manage LOR, letters of recommendation. And that's when you're going to see that your letters of recommendation have been uploaded and have been completed. Now, the way you'll know that it's not is it's going to still have the option to resend the links if you chose to email them. It's because there is an option to print and put this in the hand of your recommender, or mail it to your recommender, and then there's instructions on how to mail it back to LSAC on your behalf. And if you're going to do that, you need either you're going to overnight that tonight, like tomorrow morning you're going to overnight it, and you're going to give them whatever they need to overnight it back so that it can be back to LSAC by Monday and prayerfully uploaded and processed by Wednesday. I don't know. But guys, anyhow, so you'll email the link. Now you'll know it's not completed because it'll still have the option to resend it to your recommender. If it doesn't have that option, then it's going to say assign. And that's how you'll know, okay, we're ready. So what happened is you'll click assign, and then your school list will pop up, and then you'll pick the schools that you want the letters to go to. So that's if you're doing this earlier, then you've had time to wait for all these pieces to the puzzle to connect. And so once you completed your application, then everything says status complete. Your transcript status is complete, your letters are all your statuses are complete. So when you do submit your application, then you're able to access your letters of recommendation at that same time, assign it to the school, and then you're done, right? You're just waiting for feedback at that point. So if you guys have any questions or any comments on this process, please let me know. Definitely you want to put all these schools in your financial aid form. It used to be FAFSA, the free what was it called? The free application for financial student assistance or something like that. FAFSA. That's Charles, guys. .gov. If you type that in, your web browser right now, it's going to take you to studentaid.gov. It's the same thing. And then you're going to have to create a FAFSA ID and password. If you're going to grad school, you already know what I'm talking about, unless you've never applied for financial aid until now. And then, you're going to need your tax documents. They do have a way for you to log in to the IRS or to whatever you use to prepare your taxes, and you can upload them, import them. It's a fairly easy and simple process, but it will require you to read, pay attention. And Charles, cut it out right now. You're getting in trouble. No, get over here. Come over here, Charles. Come over here. This is when your kids are up way past their bedtime. Charles goes to bed at 9 p.m., guys. It doesn't matter what the time zone is. He knows it's 9 p.m. So, anyhow, guys, so I kind of lost my train of thought right now, guys. What was I talking about? Do y'all remember? Do you guys remember? Like anyone? Anyone know? Anyone? Yeah, guys. So that's what you want to do. You want to apply for financial aid. You definitely want to make sure you put these schools on your list. Even if you're not sure, like even if you think like, nah, I got it, I don't need financial aid, I would say better safe than sorry. You never know if you need one of these loans. On average on average for grad school, they will give you like $20,500 per semester. It is a loan. So yes, it's a loan. There's no Pell Grants in grad school. There's none of that stuff. There's scholarships, there's loans, right? So you can definitely, search out there, because there are a lot of programs and a lot of organizations for law school students, and they definitely support, they will support you. So, apply to everything and stay positive, and just know that it's going to work out. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? So that's that on that, guys. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to tell you guys really quickly. I am going through the process of applying to a school that requires the LSAC, and I will definitely share that experience with you all as well. So I guess I'm just going to see you guys in the next video. I am doing a tour next week, so be looking out for that. It will be a law school. I'm not going to tell you guys which one it is yet, but definitely look out for some fun content next week. And I'll give y'all a hint. It's one of my favorite places. So leave it down in the comments, guys. I cannot wait to do this cash giveaway with you guys. We're on our way to 500 subscribers. Do not forget, you have to have liked, you have to have commented, and you have to be a subscriber to be entered to win. It's going to be 5 of you all, beautiful people, that win cash, because that's the name of the game. We need some cash. We can never ever have enough, right? And we're gonna do it again at 1K. So when we make 1K, which is monumentous, we're going to do it again, 5 people. And then when we get to 10K, I'm gonna do 10 people. It's just gonna go down, and this is gonna be bigger and better every time. I'm so excited about that. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Okay, hugs and kisses. Oh my gosh, guys, I forgot to tell you guys about Bill Winston's channel. Seriously. Oh, and let me tell you guys, I've been forgetting to tell you the name. Remember I said I was going to tell you guys the name of the law school student that went to South Texas College of Law. I've been watching her for quite a while, her journey from start to finish, and now she's a practicing lawyer. Her channel is The Aspiring Boss. So definitely give her some love. Check her out. You will truly enjoy it, and let her know VI Life with Kelly sent you. And then Josh Blackman is the professor that I've been keeping up with his lectures and stuff like that on here on YouTube as well. So check that out. But I did want to tell you guys, life is nothing without faith. Be a faith walker, okay? Be a faith talker, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other. And with that being said, subscribe to Bill Winston's channel. He is amazing. I'm so thankful that I was introduced to him, and I'm so thankful that I gave him a try, because that man is the truth. He hosts a faith conference every single year. It's going on now. And tonight he had one of my absolute favorite singers, Jacqueline Carr. Check her channel out as well. Uplifting and inspiring is an understatement. This girl is just everything. And yeah, so that's what I'm about to get into for the rest of my night. It was about 2.5 hours from start to finish, but they're live streaming it here on YouTube. So if you follow his channel, Bill Winston, you'll see International Faith Conference 2022, and you'll see tonight's stream. and you can watch it, as many times as you need. Okay, guys? But that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm about. So stay motivated, stay encouraged, and keep believing no matter what. Commit to changing. Commit to trying something different, stepping outside of your box, changing your energy, accepting that today is going to be it's already an amazing day.